Hillsong Church has apologised over a youth camp controversy but maintains it did not breach any health guidelines. The organisation has faced backlash after footage emerged of members dancing and singing at the event being held in the New South Wales Hunter region. In a statement, it says it is important to clarify that the current youth camps we are holding are not music festivals. These are high school aged events that include sporting activities and games. They are alcohol-free events held outdoors, and the number of students attending each camp is just over 200. However, we regret giving any perception that we were not playing our part to keep New South Wales safe, and we sincerely apologise to the community at large. New South Wales Police has consulted with the Health Department and determined there was no public health order breach by Hillsong. It will therefore not be issuing a fine despite calls by the Premier. Authorities are pleading with people to maintain coronavirus guidelines after the state reported its highest number of COVID deaths since the start of the pandemic.
On the deadliest day of the pandemic, a dressing down from the Premier.
I was completely shocked last night to see that footage. And New South Wales Health was dealing with that last night, and I think I echo the frustration and anger that people right across the state felt.
That footage refers to video circulating online showing hundreds of attendees dancing and singing maskless at a Hillsong youth summer camp in the Hunter Valley. That's after authorities signed off on a ban on all singing and dancing at music festivals. While religious services do not fall under that category, New South Wales Health says the event took place at a recreational facility. An immediate shutdown of the three-day event has been ordered.
Well, the authorities will work through that, and my view is if the legal teams believe that it was in breach of the public health order, then my expectation would be that a fine would be in place by the police force.
Hillsong has defended the event, saying it is not similar to a music festival in any way and that they follow strict COVID procedures and adhere to government guidelines.
The issues around music festivals or events in pubs and clubs or other settings, it brings together different groups or contacts with different people in different social networks, and so there's a lot of mingling.
Music festival organisers have vented frustration for having to cancel their own events.
I very much appreciate the sacrifices those festival organisers have made, but I can completely understand how outraged they would be in circumstances where they're doing the right thing and others are doing the wrong thing.
Authorities are reminding everyone to abide by health orders as hospital admissions and fatalities rise. 29 deaths were reported in the past 24 hours, 15 men and 14 women, including 3 people in their 40s, 2 of whom were double-dosed. 2,525 cases have been admitted to hospital, 184 are in ICU, almost half are unvaccinated. The Chief Health Officer advises although Omicron results in less severe symptoms, social distancing, mask wearing and avoiding large gatherings is still necessary.
You know, although we talk about Omicron being a milder disease, it can still cause serious consequences.
New modelling shows the curve of hospital COVID admissions is tracking below the best prediction scenario. And while the system is under pressure, the Deputy Secretary says it should start to plateau next week.
Modelling ultimately is modelling. Behind every line and every dot on that page are people. And whether it's COVID patients in our hospitals, people caring for themselves with COVID in the community, and of course our staff who are managing this day in, day out at all fronts of the health system.
It is going to be a difficult few weeks ahead, but the tracking that we are releasing today is very reassuring and encouraging.
New South Wales Health has also expanded its list of isolation exemptions for critical workers. They include utilities, information and telecommunications, welfare, funeral services, air and sea freight logistics and correctional centres. Jessica Maggio, Sky News, Sydney.